Do you believe that you can heal yourself? Too often we give our power away to something outside of ourselves, and rarely, if ever, trust and tap into our innate healing power and intuition. Everyone has this capability to heal in ways we never thought possible. It's your sovereign right to claim and have true health and lasting wellness. Now, here is the host of the Dr. Dolores Show, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in our amazing universe, and welcome to another episode of the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network. And I've got a question for everybody. You know, we talk about energy and frequency, and what if your internal sense of self-worth isn't something you chase, but something you tune into? So, we're going to be talking a lot about that today with my special guest, Naomi Pechkowski, and we're calling this Raising Your Worth Vibration. And I'm just going to share a little bit about our special guest today. Um, Naomi Pechkowski is a seasoned expert with over 2 decades in the U.S. beauty industry, specializing in holistic anti-aging skincare and transformative energy healing. Now, that's a combination to connect together. She built her Maryland based salon into a thriving six-figure business as an immigrant with no immediate family or friends. So this lady is a go-getter. And so I'm so excited to have her with us today. Also, her work has been featured in over 22 media outlets, including AP News, Yahoo Finance, Morningstar, ABC, NBC, Fox News affiliates, and she's a former aesthetics instructor, so she blends Asian and Western skincare techniques together with spiritual healing. So today, what she does is she empowers energy healers to build credible, sustainable practices and achieve long term business growth. So it's my pleasure to welcome Naomi. So, welcome, Naomi. Glad to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. So, I always love when I have guests on to find out their story and how you got to where you are today, because there's always so many gold nuggets in that. So, could you share that with our audience, please?
Yes. How I started out was just a coincidence of putting together aesthetic and energy healing was the coincidence, but I know that it was guided to this way. At first, I wasn't aware I was doing the energy healing. What happened was when I started to focus on just aesthetics, I used to be a cosmetologist, so I used to do the hair. And then I went to study further about the skincare at that time. Around that time, still had the goal having a spa. So I can do the hair, but also I wanted to know in depth about the skincare. And I went to the aesthetic school. And then this school has already closed after pandemic time because the founder of the business has been retired. And it's called Bondi. And at there, the skincare massage technique was incorporated with the polarity therapy. So energy part of the like a different energy healing modality. I wasn't aware of it. I was just doing the massage, and all my aesthetic skincare clients start saying, Mayumi, you are doing more than the facial. You are doing a healing. This
Mm.
is not the facial. So you have to differentiate. Some of the people really suggested me name a Reiki facial and sell it as a menu. And around that time, I wasn't even aware what the Reiki was. I said, what is Reiki? And then they said, oh, it's an energy healing and, modality. And I was born and raised in Japan. I graduated college and then I started working abroad. So I was like, no, this is no. This is a scam. Some kind of people created this energy healing modality and they start to spread it. I'm like, I'm native. I never even once during my 20 years of life in Japan, never heard of Reiki. And I know people around me are also unaware of. So first time when people start talking about the Reiki, I was very skeptical. But so many people started mentioning to me, so I decided to take our first workshop with as a skeptic. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just figure out how shady they are. I'm gonna figure it out. Then I attended the workshop, and then sounds like it's legitimate. Makes sense. And yes, the Chinese character they use as a symbol around that time as older Japanese version, so it's more like closer to the Chinese. And then reading in a phonetic way of in Japanese, and it all made sense. So it's like, okay, so I was wrong. This is probably true. And then start going into the more researching, and then start to learn different energy healing. And then I start to focus on my focus was from the beginning the balance of body, mind, spirit.
Mhm.
So I always focused on this client's total well-being, and then start to getting a session from other wellness colleagues to experience the different healing arts, what's good for. I tried many of the things and I start to know the different practitioners. And that's how my business has been evolved. I started getting a lot of referral. I am not the technical person. So first 3 years, I just built my list of clientele, just word of mouth.
Yeah. Wow,
That's
that's
how it
that's
started.
that's a pretty interesting story, and I love the idea of the skepticism because, yeah, because it's just like, I know that this has happened for me too. It's like there's a saying, everywhere you go, here you are. So it's just like this is all part of who you are, like that, being the healer, okay, that healer aspect. But it sounds like you never really defined what that was, but it was always part of you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the thing is, it just cracks me
Right.
up because it's like you can't separate that from,
Mm-hmm.
you can't put it in a box. It's like it's the complete my Yumi, the complete Dolores. That's part of who you are, and
Right.
it's just so funny when we try to compartmentalize things in little boxes. Well, I'm at work, so I won't do any of the energy stuff. It goes with you wherever you
Yeah.
are. It's like part of
Right,
you.
right, right.
So it's just like, you know what? It's your essence and your being and your frequency. So, that's
Yes.
just, that's Mayumi in the completeness. So, that's cool. And, good for you for exploring and wanting to be the skeptic, because I think sometimes when we're skeptical, it's like we go in with different lenses to really look and tap into our discernment, which is really important in these days, I find.
Yes.
So,
That's true.
um, we talk about frequency and we know that everything is energy. And, you and I decided to talk about self-worth today because I feel that, it definitely is a frequency and it's a vibration. And because everything is a vibration and a frequency, but self-worth,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we don't talk about that as much as we
Mm-hmm.
really should, because I think there's more to it than people really know. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that you and I could take a deep dive into that today. So what are your thoughts about that?
Yes. Self-worth is, I think it's different in a cultural way. Where I grew up in Japan, but probably many of the Asian country is the same. Um, we are taught we are never be enough. When
Oh,
we
wow.
start to get acknowledged you are good, then there is no way to improve. So from the school system, everything is no, you can do better. You want enough. So next time do better. Even you do better, then there is no ending. Oh, you did this, so I'm gonna get little, upload. Yeah, maybe just little, but always like, oh, don't be full of yourself. You
Oh,
need to
wow.
grow, so you need to be humble. But that's the double-edged sword. Many of the people who comes from Asian culture is you did enough work, enough practice, but you believe yourself as really not enough.
Mm.
And I don't want to get offended by the
No, 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 not at all.
Western culture people. Western culture people are raised by the praising. Oh,
Well,
you're good. Oh my gosh.
well, no,
Yes, you.
I'm gonna beg to differ with you because
Okay.
maybe
To
that's
me, that's
the more
mhm.
like the newer generations, but in my generation and the ones before
What's
that,
the same?
pretty much it was like you were never good enough. No matter how perfect you
Mm,
were, it was never good
mm.
enough. So
Okay,
I
that's
could
good.
I could relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like, and you and I are probably close to the same age. Our
Mm.
generations, that was probably
What's the
more of
same?
the norm than the exception. And
Mm,
I think as generations progressed, people started seeing that. So they were trying to balance it out. And it seems like
mm,
on a continuum, it's like we went from
mm.
one end to the other, and
To
now
the
we've
other
come someplace in
extreme.
the middle. So
Oh, that's understandable. Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah. So
understandable.
yeah, so I get that, and I appreciate your viewpoint on that because I see that too, because I think we've tipped the scale where we've gone to the opposite direction, where maybe we coddle the kids too much, so they don't know what it's like to struggle a little bit. But the thing is, we just make everybody a winner, and which is, yeah, you want to, encompass that, but it's not always that way because life is the way it is. We have opportunities to learn and grow, right?
Mhm.
And that's why we come to planet Earth to get our PhD in being human. So, and we
Yes.
are working on our doctorate dissertation. So, yeah, no, but that's a really
That's
good
good.
observation, Mayumi, because that is true.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel
Mm.
that hopefully, as time
Gonna,
progresses,
yeah,
we could
center the
like,
more
yeah,
in a center. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, there is a difference speaking your truth.
right.
And I often say to my clients, I mean coaching clients or energy healing student, that uh, stating what you can do in stating your truth is not bragging. And
True.
you have to be, this type of work in the energy healing, that I have lots of colleagues that they have to be humble, so they don't want to say what they can do in the energy healing business. But I always ask when the business coach, what you can provide, what you can do, what is the big picture that you can show it to your clients, because that's how people gonna find you. For instance, when I'm doing the facial work, then I specialize anti-aging
Mhm.
and then acne facial. So both of them, when I say that, I have to prove, so they need to see and feel the visible difference, right? So if you can do something that you are always asked by other people, and then you are making a progress, that can be your specialty, that you can say your truth. Oh, I do many of these cases. Or you want to specialize this, you can say that. But many of them are unable to say what they can really do utilizing energy healing.
Yeah.
That's why it's very mystified. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go back to the
And
why I
I'm
felt
gonna
like,
just okay, hold on to that
yeah,
thought because we're
yes,
gonna go on our first break, and when we come back,
okay,
let's step into that because I want to address a couple of things with that as well because
mm,
I think that's so important. I think some people have a difficult time putting it into words exactly what they do. So
yes,
hold that thought, And you're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network. And I'm Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. And I have a special guest today, Mayumi Pachkowski, and we're talking about raising your self-worth vibration on our show today. So stay tuned and we'll talk more when we come back.
Do you trust your instincts? Many of us don't. Yet this is the key to connecting to your innate healer within and your intuition. Tune in to the Dr. Dolores Show with nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, to receive insights and tools to realign with your inner wisdom for lasting health and true wellness. Listen for the Dr. Dolores Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Ready to break free from complacency? Welcome to I'm Awake, Now What? Your monthly invitation to embrace conscious living. If you've been feeling lost or stagnant, this is your chance to awaken your purpose. Join our transformative conscious wake-up office hours every month for guidance and self-discovery. Experience the power of clarity and focus as you navigate towards holistic healing and empowerment. Don't just survive, thrive. Sign up now and unlock a wealth of benefits, including enhanced well-being, stress reduction, emotional healing, and connection. It's time to ignite the flames of purpose within and start your journey to a fulfilling life.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email becomeahost@inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is the Dr. Dolores Show with Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Dolores@drdoloresfazzino.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network. And I have the honor today of having my guest, Mayumi Pachkowski, who we are going to have a nice, lively conversation about raising your worth vibration, but it's also your wealth vibration too. So, before break, Mayumi, we were talking about that whole idea where people have a hard time really putting into words what they do without it sounding as if they're boasting or bragging. Share some more about that, because I know we cut you off a little bit before break. So I want to continue with that conversation.
Sure. Yes, certainly. So, I am the one teaching this way to my people, to my students right now, because I don't think not many energy workers are doing it. Everybody, probably most of us may know how to do the energy assessment, meaning is the muscle testing and finding the really neutral, true essence of the validation, right? So I teach to my students or even my client, coaching client, your 1 hour energy work equivalent to how many hours of regular Reiki sessions. So, for instance, how many your energy healing could be 13 hours worth of Reiki session if you are very, already progressed energy healer. This way, like quantifiable number you want to put in when you are addressing, to your client. your worth is quantifiable with the number, right?
Mhm.
That can be raise the value to the clients, because many of the people just say, I do Reiki, I do this technique and this and technique, but other people don't know what they are. They know
Right.
that it may be all the energy healing. So quantifiable number, and then maybe if you can, in order to just listening your clients, you can even do the energy assessment that in order to make a big shift with your current condition, then minimum of how many sessions
Hmm.
will require. That's my energy assessment. And then just to start talking to your client more assertive way. That's the bring up their, how can I say, their assertive, more wordiness energy, because people cannot really say, okay, I have learned, I get the clients lots of certifications, but
Hmm.
okay, so but what you can do in the past, what's the client success stories, you can talk about it. You don't have to guarantee anything, but if there is, for instance, if you cannot quantifiable number, that's not good for you, then maybe past the clients success story. Oh, there were client like you, and then for this client you can state your truth, how many sessions it took, da da
Hmm.
da da, and everybody is different. But based
Absolutely. Yeah.
on if
Yeah.
yeah, how many session is you know minimum, you know
Right. Yeah. I think that's
recommended
probably,
this
I
type
think
of.
that, yeah, Mayumi, I think that's probably one of the most challenging things as a practitioner because, and
Mhm,
you address this too, it's like, everybody's such an individualized entity basically that,
mhm,
how they created, say, for an example, they get migraines or something like that is so different from somebody else that might have has the same physical ailment or whatever. So I think
mhm,
there's so much more. I know for me, when I work with people,
mhm,
I usually
mhm,
say it's a 3 session minimum. And we
mhm.
take it, we reevaluate after that whether or not,
That
and
that sounds great. Yes.
sometimes something shifts in one session and
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
But sometimes
Right.
it takes a little while because,
Mhm.
energetically, um, the person may not be ready to release whatever that is because there's still
Yes.
lessons being
Mhm.
learned from having that experience. So it's
Mhm.
it's it's really, there's so many shades of gray in this realm that it's sometimes it's so and I feel the challenging aspect of that, of like grounding it into this reality because it's like it's really nebulous, but it's like, okay, let's funnel it into like making it concrete
Mhm.
so it could be more in this reality or earth based. Yeah, I totally get that.
Mhm. Yes.
So what do you think about in regards to the practitioner themselves as far as their worthiness and where they're at and their ability to attract the correct clients? What if you could say something on that?
Uh yes. Uh First, firstly, I highly encourage every single practitioner to receive the healing session from somebody else, not
Absolutely.
doing by themselves, because I have noticed that many of the people just do, self healing by themselves. And then I often recommend that when you find a good practitioner, maybe the reason why is they might be very empathic and they don't like to be intermingling with other people's energy, maybe scared. I really don't know. But I
Mhm.
have found that uh, many um how can I say, struggling wordiness and then those type of energy healers, they tend to be cocooned in their shell. They don't
Mm.
receive the energy healing. I often recommend that, oh, they are just a mirror of you. So when you think you groomed yourself and you look fine, you thought so, but you go into in front of the mirror. oh, I didn't know that this hair was sticking up. I'm gonna just make it nicer. So that's how other practitioners can see you. It's not like they're gonna manipulate you or anything, but just smoothing out the area that you may miss out. That's all. And there is another part of the, area by receiving a session is really, really beneficial. I can attest that because I went to receive different sessions, sometimes weekly,
Mhm.
during a week. 2 sessions, or everybody says, "Oh, don't do that. So many sessions during a week." But sometimes my off days were, oh, this and this day. Then sometimes I received the two different sessions within a week. No problem at all, and I start to know different people's, how they can assess and see. And there was no shame or embarrassment. We are all here to learn.
Yeah,
So to just to get
absolutely.
better.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, I want to just piggyback on what you're saying too. I totally agree with you because sometimes we're too close to the situations that really need the healing the most. Okay. And
Yes.
we like do the bypass and try to coat it over
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, everything's fine. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yes.
I've been doing this work for decades and I still seek out healers. I go to the healers basically. And
Mm.
I just encourage people to trust your instincts and trust what you're feeling. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're being, I call it leaning in, intuitively,
Mm-hmm.
you're leaning into something, by all means follow that because it's your intuition talking to you and guiding you. And when you come from that aspect, you always are attracted and go to the right people. So I know for me, working with clients and stuff like that, I always ask the universe to provide me with the right people, the right time, who are in energetic alignment with who I am. One thing that I found interesting, and you might have something similar to this. It's like whatever I'm working on, it's like the universe sends me clients about.
Ah.
Does that
Mm.
happen to you?
May happen before, but right now is probably not.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but I used to, yes, I get the client the same theme, same type of, problems, in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. And then, oh my gosh, right now it's the same
Yeah.
problems
Same
coming to
issues.
me.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
that
like,
happens a lot. Yes. But the reason why I recommend the healing is that when you start to getting really a whole, um, that attract um towards the clients. Oh, this person is safe. I can open up myself. You're
exactly.
gonna start to have that vibration. And many times, if you are not, skipping your own healing, and then even you putting a game face on and looks, I'm okay, I'm good, somehow you may not be able to attract the clients because vibration is very honest. So people, even they are not energy healer, they can sense it. Oh, I felt a good vibe from you. Or people always, oh, that stinks. It's like all kind of,
Yep.
energy, some kind of a sense of,
Yep.
smell, or felt it. They are saying it, they are not energy healer, but everyone is perceiving some kind of a vibrational frequency from
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
So when you are not attracting, just to look within and then seek, help from others. Maybe going through your breakthrough session with the, other practitioner may take you to that, next level of vibrational frequency and attracting the clients you always wanted.
I agree. And you know what? We're getting ready to go on our next break. So hold that thought. We're going to talk a little bit more about that when we come back. And so, if you're really enjoying what you're hearing today on the Dr. Dolores Show, I just invite you to go to your favorite listening platforms and give us a like or maybe um, a comment, we would love that. And when we share the information, it gets out to more people so we could actually help more people. So we've been talking today on our show about raising your worth vibration with my special guest, Mayomi Pachkowski. And when we come back, we're going to share some more about that. So stay tuned.
Do you trust your instincts? Many of us don't. Yet this is the key to connecting to your innate healer within and your intuition. Tune in to the Dr. Dolores Show with nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, to receive insights and tools to realign with your inner wisdom for lasting health and true wellness. Listen for the Dr. Dolores Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Ready to break free from complacency? Welcome to I'm Awake, Now What? Your monthly invitation to embrace conscious living. If you've been feeling lost or stagnant, this is your chance to awaken your purpose. Join our transformative conscious wake-up office hours every month for guidance and self-discovery. Experience the power of clarity and focus as you navigate towards holistic healing and empowerment. Don't just survive, thrive. Sign up now and unlock a wealth of benefits, including enhanced well-being, stress reduction, emotional healing, and connection. It's time to ignite the flames of purpose within and start your journey to a fulfilling life.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is the Dr. Dolores Show with Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Dolores at drdoloresfazzino.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network. And today I have a very special guest with me, Mayomi Pachkowski, and we're talking about raising your worth vibration. And before break, we were talking about our essence and our frequency and how that actually speaks volumes before we even open our mouth. It's like, here you go, here you are, you walk into the room and your energy is before you, and it's so true, even more so today. What are your thoughts on that, Mayomi?
Yes, that speaks the truth. So always, when we have that intuition and you felt it, that's the most accurate, evaluation. So don't try to, how do you say, think through your brain and trying to suppress that. Oh, maybe it's wrong. I should be thinking this way. And then people usually push away that intuition. And then later, oh, to be honest, the first time I felt that way, I should be listening that vibration, right? So whatever it is, listen your intuition and then act upon it. That's the best, route that gives you to get to the whole healing.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, because I think today, in today's time, it's more important than ever to really start trusting your instincts and your intuition, because we're in a time in humanity's evolution where we are being bombarded externally by a lot of things that are, I call it, what's real and what's Memorex, what's real and what's AI, and what's real and what's bullshit. It's like
Yes.
you don't know, because it's just
Right. It looks
everybody's
very
saying
real.
things that so you could actually, I feel that this is a time for humanity to really take a dive within themselves, to really start trusting that wisdom within ourselves that's there. It
Mm-hmm.
always has been there. We
Mm-hmm.
just gave it a bypass for many, many generations.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's all part of divine feminine energy as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. And sometimes it's very random. It's not one through, linear, 1 through 10. So people, ooh, why it's, I'm getting this way. But that's the best way to reach the destination. It's very interesting when you do the coaching with the energy healers. I have two interested people in the past. They really trusted their guidance. One person was Japanese, and around that time, Taiko, she was living in the United States. Her husband was sent from the Japanese company to work in United States temporarily, a few years. So she was sent there, and she was already established the clairvoyant energy healer in Japan. But she didn't have any clients in United States. And when she found me for the coaching, she told me that I asked my higher self to find somebody that who can understand Japanese, and then know how to establish the business in United States. And then she found my Japanese blog website,
Yeah,
and she started subscribing the e-newsletter, and then she became my client.
there you go.
So, and those people are already, there is no doubt they just move through their, innate wisdom and then go through it. Another person currently, I am doing a coaching, her name is Whitney. She was like, oh my gosh, when I spoke with her about the coaching, program that I just created or trying to do, da 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 da, because I knew her already. She said, Mayumi, last night I was so overwhelmed with my business. And I was so overwhelmed, and I prayed to my guides that please help me, please guide me, please show me the best way to navigate this time so I can get over with this overwhelm. And the next day, I contacted her. So she was like, Mayumi, this is it. So
Yep.
I want to take your, coaching. So many energy healers already in tuned and
Yep.
then believe themselves. Their compass is this innate wisdom.
Yep.
So, if you are energy healer and then you have that connection all the time, then just trust and jump
Absolutely.
on.
Well, and I think that's something that could be kind of translated to any aspect of your life.
Mm,
How often do we forget to ask our guides? Okay, we sometimes we live in this bubble thinking we got to do
mm,
it all ourselves. And I just love this meme. I've seen this before. I mean, this goes back like almost 10 years. It's like
mm,
all these angels are in this ark, and there's tons of them looking down on planet Earth. And I always want to put that caption. They're waiting for us to ask them. They're waiting for,
oh,
we're waiting for you to ask, but you have to
mm,
ask. We can't intervene.
mm,
So, but it's the truth
mm.
though. So I think if anything, to share with the audience, it's like continue to ask for things
Yes,
and ask
yes.
your higher self and your guides, because
Mhm,
I believe that they're here more so than ever to guide us. We're not
mm.
here by ourselves. And all you need to do is have one instance of, like in a divine intervention like that, and you're going to be
Yes.
sold on it, because
Mhm,
that's how quickly things happen.
mhm. Yes, that's yes, really true. And then it's not selfish,
No, not at all.
yeah. And then some of the people trying to work for other people and then push your needs at last. That's not the right way to do. I say
Yeah.
just to, think what is best for you. And then,
I always,
and then get that answer. It's not for somebody else or not saving the world, but for you at this moment, as
absolutely.
you.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
what is the
And
most
it's
important?
and like the other thing too, if the whole thing, if you have this belief that's it's coming up that this is selfish or you feel guilty for doing it or you're feeling shameful, this is an indicator for you to, possibly go a little deeper and ask the question why that is
Why?
so.
Yes, that's
Because
true.
the thing is that usually that's from another time and place in your earlier life where that's a
Mm.
carryover, where you've been led to believe that this is the way it is, and it's not. It's not. You are worth having your needs met. You are worth having, you know, um, everything that you desire.
Yes. That is another truth. I always say enough pie for everyone. You are not
Yeah.
taking something away from it. But that's how people perceive many times. Oh, if I become this successful, am I? I'm like you are not taking a clients away from other people. I said, there
No,
are gazillion of people
here's
in the world.
that's right. And the thing is, sometimes if that happens to people that they're feeling jealous or envious, that's another thing to look at as
Yeah.
well, because
Yes.
there's plenty of room at the table for everybody.
Yes.
And if there's not enough room, extend the table and make it bigger,
Mhm.
So it's just like, everybody has something to offer. And, there's many, there's plenty of, there's abundance and prosperity for everybody.
Yes.
I feel that we set limitations on ourselves based on
Yes.
what we've gone through in our past.
Mhm.
And it's time to clean that up because that's not where we're going in the future.
Yes. So, I often address to my clients in a number wise in the marketing side. See, I bring the lots of kind of numbers, so quantifiable numbers, so people can grasp what's happening in the world. In the
Yeah,
market research has done, and including energy healing, complementary wellness tool, healing modality, and acupuncture, and everything included worldwide by 2020, so 5 years later, the marketing share is $394 billion
that's
industry.
a lot.
This industry is.
That's a lot.
Yes. And in the United States, 2023, it was $98 billion. That's a lot, $1 billion. Okay, just in the
Mhm.
United States. But what will happen is that just the market prediction researcher already predicted that's gonna become one over 124 billion by 2030. So there is no time that being guilty or shameful or being, oh, I'm not worthy or people may not pay me, da 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 da. Market is huge. So this is the time that you're gonna start paddling on the ocean. The big wave will be coming, so you wanna ride on
Yep.
with the healthy mind. So I, tell people just start getting ready.
That's
Uh,
right. And you
yes.
know what? And the thing is, I think people need to look at their businesses as well. It's more of a journey, it's not a destination because you're
Mhm.
constantly growing and evolving, and so is your business
Right.
because your business
Mhm.
is pretty much an extension of who you are. It's like your
Yes.
business is you're basically the business card because it's your essence is the business card basically.
Mhm. Yes. So I'm already start to uh, telling my clients because some of them are they have a hesitancy to say I do energy healing because not everybody understands what the energy healing is. But
Mhm.
I'm saying to my clients that the coaching clients that by 2030 people gonna start talking like like taking a yoga class. Oh, I'm gonna go to see my energy healer today.
Yep. There you
No,
go.
no biggie. So that's
I know, and it's
how
like
I'm
something.
projecting. Yes.
Yes, and it's so interesting because, for me, I've been in healthcare for close to 50 years,
Long
and we
time.
have
So
come
you
a
saw the history of it.
long way because energy back 50 years ago was kind of like quackery and
Mm,
wackadoo and skeptics, and it's like it's so refreshing to witness
mm,
what is evolving right now.
Manuel.
So, Naomi, we're going to go on our next and our last break of our episode. So,
Mm.
um, stay tuned, everybody, because we're going to talk a little bit more about what Myomi offers and how you could get in touch with her when we come back. So you're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network, and I'm Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, and we're talking about raising your worth vibration on today's show. So stay tuned, and we're going to wrap it up when we come back.
Do you trust your instincts? Many of us don't. Yet this is the key to connecting to your innate healer within and your intuition. Tune in to the Dr. Dolores Show with nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, to receive insights and tools to realign with your inner wisdom for lasting health and true wellness. Listen for the Dr. Dolores Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Ready to break free from complacency? Welcome to I'm Awake, Now What? Your monthly invitation to embrace conscious living. If you've been feeling lost or stagnant, this is your chance to awaken your purpose. Join our transformative conscious wake-up office hours every month for guidance and self-discovery. Experience the power of clarity and focus as you navigate towards holistic healing and empowerment. Don't just survive, thrive. Sign up now and unlock a wealth of benefits, including enhanced well-being, stress reduction, emotional healing, and connection. It's time to ignite the flames of purpose within and start your journey to a fulfilling life.
This is the Dr. Dolores Show with Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Dolores at drdoloresfazzino.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network. And I have a very special guest today, Mayumi Pechkowski, who is a pretty remarkable woman. She teaches people who have energy healing businesses to really be successful and to really start getting the word out about what they do. And over the last, our episode, we talked about the raising your worth vibration and how important energy is and frequency and how important it is today, more so now than ever. And before break, I was just sharing that being in healthcare for well over 50 years, I knew about energy when I was a youngster. And, that was like, I knew that was my life's mission, to bridge the two worlds together, the physical with the spiritual and the whole vibration and frequency. And, um, I ended up in healthcare and I'm like, oh, how do I do this? Because it was like, so talk about continuum. So, like this is just called wacko quacko. And I knew this is where it was really all about, but bridging the two together. So that's been my life's work. But Naomi, why don't you share, just kind of recap what we kind of talked about and how best people could get in touch with you and what your offerings are.
Yes. The first, what there are two ways that they can check how I am. First one is the PDF. You can download it. It's called the Healer's Confidence Boost: 5 Proven Ways to Build Trust with New Clients PDF. This could be more newer practitioners who are trying to build a credibility, how I'm gonna, present in front of my clients and so forth. But even the established energy healers, there might be the essence that in there that free, so you can download it. So askmayumi.com/free dash resource. That's the one first thing. And second one is I offer 30 minutes. It's called the transformational session. I will answer the question regarding your business, hurdles, what they are, you are struggling with. So you can book a call at the Ask Mayumi, askmayumi.com/book a call. So you can do that. And Dolores, that's fantastic. You're gonna bridge the gap with the medicine and the energy healing together. Why I decide to focus on, especially for the energy healers, to do the coaching. I can do the for the wellness practitioner, but this time I really start to focusing on more energy healers. Like you said in the beginning, time is shifting. It's really, really rapidly shifting, and then we are really shifting and morphing in a rapid speed. And I was thinking, for a long time, oh, I did the certain level of business build, and you don't have to really worry about too much uh, finances, because I know every month certain amount is already coming in. So instead of my strength is there are so many great energy practitioners and instructors already exist all over the world like you. So instead of I'm only, doing the locally or even remotely, but I can touch so many, people as a one person. But if I utilize this experience and teach others how to establish their energy healing as a business, doesn't have to worry about their finances, can support the family. If you are doing this side job, then this can become your full-time career. Then all of a sudden, all over the world, these people gonna pop up, and then healing, the vibrational frequency will go rise much faster than I'm doing alone. So this is why I decided to do the coaching. And that is, I'm focusing on as a mission. Besides, I still run the, salon. So I have an individual, great clients, and I really, really, I love it. But at the same time, simultaneously, I want to help others.
Yeah.
This way.
And what a beautiful mission. And I love your vision as well, because really this is where it's going in the future. And it's all frequency and vibration. And it's all about learning how to, you know, shift that stuff pretty readily, because it's not taking long for healings to happen today. It's almost like I call it like flipping switches. It's that quick. It's
Yes.
sometimes it's just about getting us out of our way to allow,
Yes.
feel safe in somebody's presence, to be the witness or the catalyst that allows that to happen. So important. And so thank you, Mayumi, for being here. And once again, how could they reach out to you to contact you? Just share that.
Yes, you can contact me at askmayumi.com. There is a 30 minutes booking slot. You can contact me that way, book a call, or you can just simply, if you want to email me, Mayumi, Mayumi at askmayumi.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mayumi. And, I hope you all enjoyed our show today. And, if you did happen to stumble across us, please give us a like on your favorite platforms. We're on so many of them. And I just want to reiterate this. We're in interesting times. It's actually good times and more good times to come. And just know that you are worth it. And we love you. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Dr. Dolores Show. Dr. Dolores returns Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. Until then, remember to be kind to yourself and create your best life. You are worth it.